welcome to Cage Cat, and today we're playing Islands on Roblox. And the interesting thing about Islands is that it actually used to be called Skyblock, spelled B-L-O-C-K, and then they renamed it the Skyblock B-L-O-K-X, and then they changed it to Islands. So if you see my older videos on this game, they actually have the old name of this game on them. Don't feel like changing the name because it's, that old the game used to be like. But it's been basically like I think the last time I played it was last spring or summer on my channel. No, it was last spring, so it's been like 6 months and there's been tons of updates, and I have played occasionally for all those updates, and I'm finally recording it today. And if you're wondering why I haven't uploaded for the last 2.5 weeks, it's because I've had tons upon tons of schoolwork. Seriously, my math and my English class having pumping out homework every night. And this is the first time I have a chance of I wanted to record, and two, I wanted to do a I wanted to record, and two, I had enough time to record because right now I have been really uninspired to do videos. I've kind of run out of ideas, and I just really don't want to do what's the game called again? Not to remember it. Give me a Toy Defenders, yeah. Sorry, it took me a while to remember that, but yeah, I don't want to do Toy Defender videos that much. I had one recorded, and I just didn't I don't want to do the fall harvest event thing, even though I've recorded it. It's just, I'm not in the feeling that, and I maybe not want to upload for a week, and that whole last week I've been doing tons of homework, and I've also had a break period and stuff over Thanksgiving. Which reminds me, I didn't do a Thanksgiving special this year. And almost every time I do a special, it's almost always on Plants vs. Zombies or Plants vs. Zombies 2, which is really funny because I mainly do Roblox. But, to be honest, I was thinking of doing the Plants vs. Zombies 2 video, that 4-part video that was 6 Plants vs. Zombies future game ideas I had. And I made the 4th part that kind of goes into detail about a few of them, which goes into more detail about them and more ideas to come up with after I made those 3 videos. And they're back to back on my channel. I think I haven't done Plants vs. Zombies stuff since I made those videos. But I do plan, I want to do a video kind of a sequel that's a few months later. I think I did those last summer or a whole year ago or something. It's been a while. But I've come up with more ideas and because now Plants vs. Zombies 3's, beta got canceled because people didn't like the way I was going, and Battle for Neighborhood was lacking content, That I want to do a video kind of talking about that. Maybe I'll do a video now. You're saying maybe this video is supposed to be a Toy Defenders video. I might do that for my next video or future video. Well, I think the franchise should progress. Anyways. Anyways. In Islands, there's been a lot changing. So the last time I recorded, I think Bulk of their Islands the newest thing. Which, there's been a lot. First off, if we just talk about the Mob Islands, Slime Island now doesn't require a key, but the Slime Island keys are still in the game. So what that means is that Slime Island keys are basically an unobtainable item. So what that means is basically Slime Island keys, you can't get them anymore. You can't use them, and you guess you can throw them in the void and you'll lose them forever. But they're only gonna go down in the amount that exists. So they're unobtainable. I have 60 of them. But the thing is, the market of how much items cost, almost everything's blown up in how much it costs. Industrial smelter, which used to be a lot, 10,000, is now $1 million. Actually, 2.5 million is usually the average. 2.5 million to 3.5 million. But yeah. Anyway, so because of that, Islands has. I feel the economy's double. Most people don't even need to sell crops anymore after they get past the new stages of the game, because you can just sell items at shops and stuff. I'll talk more about that later. But I don't do that part of the game in this video just because I only 15 minutes to make a video and I wanted to make it a little bit shorter. But yeah. Anyway. So after Slime Island and the Bulk Door Island, they've added a new. So you still need a key to get the Bulk Door Island, but now when you go Bulk Door, there's a new drop chance of a Wizard Island key. That brings you to the Wizard Island, which the whole spawning area is half the island is just a friendly, peaceful zone, and the other half's the wizards spawn, and the wizards are literally lizards, which is funny for a reason because lizard and wizard rhyme. But yeah, Wizard Island, there's wizards. The thing about the wizards. They do over a fourth of your health and damage. They can do a one-third of your health and damage per hit. However, they have less health than Bulkador. So, what you get to do is you have to try to like get behind them so they can't shoot in front of you and like knock them out that way. And there's also then after you kill that and those lizards, and you get a desert island. Keep trying to the desert islands have these weird things called scorps, which are these weird scorpion-like things, and there's different versions of them, kind of like the slime island. And there's also a desert nomad dude there, which is an NPC, and you can do quests for him. So there's two NPCs to do this: the desert nomad and the florist. Actually, just for the mercenary, but you can't get to the mercenary right now because the portal got removed to him. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, the florist and the desert nomad have these kind of quests, or basically they have a special currency. Okay, so there's special currency of them. They have the florist is petals, and desert nomad is, I don't know what it's called, but you'll see it later in the video when I talk to him. But you use that to do quests for them. Once you complete them, you can like collect them, and the different ones will show up in like a day, like an hour to like a day. You do those, and if you save up enough of your currency, you can buy special stuff out of the shop. Like for 20 of the currency from the desert wild, it takes about a day or the 2 days to get. You can get a cactus seed. I have 3 cactuses right now, and so I really don't feel like I need any more cactus seeds. You can get desert chests and desert furnaces. Desert furnaces are identical to small. I think desert furnaces are just small furnaces with a few more slots, so not useful. The desert chest is just not really useful because it can't be used in industrial stuff. Then there is, after that, recently there's a PvP alpha test, so we're kind of doing a test of a PvP area. There's like a portal there, and there's a mercenary, which had the same sort of thing, like to do killing quests and stuff to get. The only thing you can buy is, for 100 skulls, which is currency, was a PvP alpha trophy, which you saw earlier in the video on my island, outside my shop area. Then, yeah. Anyway, so, another thing is, they've added tons of game passes, and I'm missing like 2 game passes. I'm missing 3 game passes right now. The jukebox, the starter set, and the pro game pass. So, the starter set is just extra stuff to help you start out. I really don't need it. I mean, I already have. I'm pretty much playing the game. I pretty much don't need it. It's just really newbie stuff that, well, not newbie, it was newbie, but like helps noobs out really much. I don't need it because I'm pro. I mean, not pro, but I'm like better than average. Not pro level though. Anyway, then so there's that game pass. There's a floral bench, which allows you to mess with build craft stuff with flowers and leaves, and there's now leaf cutters and stuff. But that game pass, the thing is there was a flower update recently, which I'll talk about later, and it makes that game pass kind of feels outdated because like you can make flower pots, yeah, but you can also get flower pots make pots literally for flowers from the florist type for 180 as a special bench that allows you to make pots for flowers. So, but that's really hard to get, and those pots sell for a lot, but they're pretty similar to the ones in the floral bench. So, floral bench feels outdated for reasons. Then, lighting station actually got updated because there's now fireflies, and there's stuff you can have with fireflies in lighting bench, and the underwater areas were added. Well, I forgot to mention there's some underwater pools actually have like a whole underwater areas of special resources. One on Side Island and one on the main island. But yeah, those are pretty good. Stuff in them. Anyway, the lighting bench adds a few new things crafted, so it felt useless before, but now it feels like it has many more uses. There's more crafting stuff in it. Then there's the obby creator kit, which you saw a little bit on my island, and you'll see later in the video too. Well, I don't do the obby, but basically you make an obby start point, obby checkpoint, and obby finish. So it'll teleport you to the obby start point when you fall out of the world. Or if you touch a checkpoint, then it'll teleport you there instead. And when you touch the finish, then you like finishes you, and it makes like a ding sound. And also there's a leaderboard item which you can craft too, and that tells the score of like the fastest people who did the obby. So really cool game pass, and I feel like you get little spinners and stuff that teleport you back to the last checkpoint and stuff too. More like obby based crafting stuff, which would be kind of cool. But yeah, then there is the jukebox, which I don't have, and the jukebox, what it does is it just lets me play music. I honestly don't have the game pass, but I do have a jukebox because I bought it from a friend. Well, I know there's not a game pass. I think he bought it from someone and didn't know that, and he couldn't use it. But I just bought it so I could have it decorate my base. Then there's the fireworks barrel, which allows you to craft fireworks and then launch them, and they're pretty cool. I don't know why this is a Game Pass in the first place, but it exists. Then there's all the kind of basic Game Pass. And there's VIP, which gives you some perks. And then there's Pro Rank, which is it's basically VIP but more expensive and gives you even more perks. So it's kind of meant to go on top of VIP. So you're supposed to get VIP than the Pro Rank Game Pass, but it gives you even more features and allows you to publish your island so other people can like just visit it when you have it published. Oh, well, you're there, but you have to be there too. And that's not people have massive shops and stuff, but that's why the prices have cranked. Also, the prices of stuff have cranked up by a lot. But yeah. Anyway, the video is almost over. But let's talk about a few more things. So on top of that, there's the you kind of just saw my flower breeding area. The flower breeding's a thing. So now there's no the blue, yellow, and red flowers. The OG ones are gone. But I mean, new flower types like lilies and a lot of other things, and daisies and tons of other ones. And if you have two of the same type of flower that are fertile, so when they spawn on your island, they'll be fertile. But if when you breed them, 90%, 95% of the time, they won't be fertile or they'll be mundane. But yeah, when you breed flowers together, if they're too fertile and you water them and they're right next close enough to each other, they'll produce the same type of flower. They don't have to be the same color, and you actually want them to be different colors. They'll produce a new type of flower for a little bit of time. 90% of the time it's a mundane version of the flower, which has no purpose besides like getting bees and needing them, could use them. But yeah, then there is there's all tons of different new colors which you can use only for clay. Like that's why the flower bunch needs to be updated, because they need to have more stuff for those flowers, and there needs to be new stuff for the also there needs to be colored glass for these flowers types too. But yeah, then flower breeding's pretty complicated. There's like different types of flowers and stuff too. You can get like I mentioned two of them, daisies and lilies. Also daffodils. Those are the hardest to get because you have to do quests for the florist. But the hardest thing they have to do quests for the florist is the pottery station, which I already have, which I showed you earlier in the video, in the gameplay. But yeah, there's also bamboo and stuff. There's Halloween bugs. There's a Halloween event where you could literally get the first trophy was in the Halloween event, which I also got, and you can get pumpkin seeds from it, which I have 6 of. Pumpkins are literally unattainable, the seeds, so you literally have to get the seeds. But yeah. Well, I have to wrap this video up now, but yeah. Oh, there's my pumpkins right there. I have 6 of them. I just use them. I use pumpkins as blocks. I don't really sell them. But yeah. Man, there's been a lot added to this game over like the last few months. But yeah. This is the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the Cage Account on YouTube, and peace. And hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded for a while.